Welcome to this week's video. My name is Christy and I am here at my store called Next Time Around, and we want to use our videos on Saturdays to actually answer a lot of questions that you, our viewers, ask us or our customers ask us on a regular basis. So for today, we wanted to give you some tips and tricks into how to stylize a fireplace mantle. So we have a full fireplace here, but a real fireplace mantle. And we wanted to kind of show you some of the things that we do here at the store that you can now implement in your home to help you achieve the same sort of look. So first and foremost, we cleaned off our fireplace mantle. We have it sitting here, and we do have a large round silver mirror that we've hung over the fireplace. So this is our focal point, and I think that's what you want to start with. Your large piece, it doesn't always have to be centered, but in this case we centered it. It could be a large piece of artwork. And the other thing that we did, and you can't quite see this in the video, is on a table in front of me, we've pulled a lot of pieces that we think we want to try to use to decorate this mantle. So that's one piece of advice I would give you, is go around your house and gather things that are maybe similar colors, similar styles or textures. You can have a lot of things that have metal in it, or you can have things that have natural elements like grass or floral arrangements, different things like that. But bring a lot of it around, because then you can actually play with layering when it's just here at your fingertips. And that's what we've done. We actually have this table loaded up with a few different things, and our goal is to stylize this in 2 different ways for you to show you how easy this can be in your house. Now, you're more than welcome to ask us questions, and if you want to continue seeing videos like this, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Okay, so we started with the mirror. Next, I am going to take a piece of artwork. So we have this chandelier canvas print, and I am going to just set this in front of the mirror. So I'm starting with my larger pieces first. I think that's always the easiest, is get them there, and then you can fiddle and move things around. Next up, I'm gonna take some of the larger vases. Okay, so we have this large vase here. I'm gonna set that here because it's heavy, but I really like, I don't know if you can see this here, it's almost like a grass, long stems grass with little silver beads. So again, the silver coordinates with the silver on the mirror. And I'm going to just tuck that in a little bit behind. So again, I'm trying to use some of the larger pieces. Next up, I'm just trying to find some of the pieces I want to use. I'm going to add one of these really tall silver candle holders, and I'm going to tuck that in the back too. So again, one of the tips you'll hear in designing is to use a lot of odd numbers. So you either have 1, 3, 5, 7. I think you get the point there. So this is a set of 3 right now. If I want to add more to it, I should probably add 2 more pieces to it. Next, I'm going to bring, speaking of that, a couple books. And I'm going to layer these here. Now, actually, if I point this out, this is a book that we removed the protective cover off of because it was really colorful, but it had a nice, for the most part, solid white on the inside. And this is one that we did in a previous video where we showed you how to take old books and change them and give them an update by painting them. So you can see a previous video on that. So I'm going to layer these, and in this case, this almost counts as 1, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and just to, add a little bit of character and stuff, we're going to add this V. And there is kind of like a vignette on this side. And again, we can continue to tweak that as we go. Now we're going to look at the stuff I have on the table, and I'm going to move to the other side. I do have a pair of these faux marble eggs. So I'm going to start by layering those. And by the way, these are all items that we currently have for sale in our store. So it's a lot of things that you can just go around, and that's what I did. I just went around and pulled a variety of different items. And next up, I want to pull in some of the height with these candle holders. Put that one in the back. And last but not least, this is a vintage clock. This clock doesn't even work. We're just kind of utilizing it for the aesthetic of it all. So let's just play with that a little bit. And we have, ta-da! This is kind of a little bit of a blinged out with the black and silver, a little bit more of a regal sort of look. but that's how easy it is to be able to stylize your fireplace mantle. Not with a lot of different things, but certain things. Having negative space, that's okay too. You don't want to necessarily overly crowd it, but that is option A. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear this away and we're going to go with option 2. Okay, so we're back. We've cleaned everything off. I kept the 2 white books here because I'm going to utilize this for part 2 of the style of this fireplace mantle. But again, I'm going to start with bigger things. So we have a couple of these very large green ginger jars. So I'm going to put those on one end. Wanted to add a little bit of pop of color for spring with this style. So we'll start with those. And then on the other end, we're starting with our larger pieces. We have this really cool mother of pearl vase. So I'm going to put that on this end. And I have to just look at all my decor sitting on top of the books. Again, we want to add a little bit of color and spring in here. I'm going to put this bouquet of faux tulips on there. And then looking for some of my smaller pieces. Trying to see where we were going to do. Oh, I almost forgot the picture. I was like, I didn't see that. So we switched out the picture. We moved the chandelier picture that was a black background and we chose a different one. Again, this is a little bit springy with the flowers and the green and everything like that. And you know what? I think for just a last little bit, we have this cool and symbol. So this one is definitely a more simple take on the fireplace mantle, but that's how easy you can switch it up all the time. You can, like, every season you can switch it up. If there's a different holiday, whether you're celebrating Easter or Christmas. Now when it comes to Christmas, we'll probably do a separate video on how to stylize your fireplace mantle for Christmas, but this is a great way to just switch it up with the stuff you already have in your house, or go around to some stores, maybe local consignment stores or some thrift stores, and get some really unique pieces that speak to you and to your personality. So I really hope this video helps show you how easy it is to decorate a fireplace mantle. We'll see you again soon. Take care.